Hi! In today's video, I am going to explain how to make these 3 splits for your Instagram or for wherever you want to use them. And personally, I love to switch it up sometimes in my Instagram carousels. It's actually a win-win because you can put 3 photos into one. And I'm going to explain to you how to make one of those in Photoshop. And with a 3 split, I also mean one of these. And if you tag along till the end, I'll also explain how to make one of these slow sliders as well. I think they're such a cool way to present landscape photos on your Instagram. If you already know how to do this, then bye! It was nice to see you again. Hopefully till next time. Or you tag along, because of course we need photos to make these fun little splits. So I'm gonna bring you along to a portrait shoot. I'm very excited. This is a location. It's just probably gonna blow your mind because it's freaking awesome. Come along, we'll shoot some photos and then after I'll show you how to make these splits. So, how do you think we did? I am very happy with the shots, especially because I was using a prism. You can create such awesome refractions. That is also one of the reasons I want to use these photos for my 3 split, because it's such a colorful location. It's gonna look very awesome to use these in that little split, in that little 3 split. So I have my laptop right here on a very dodgy setup, but it works. I should probably just get a standing desk. This is just not gonna work on long term. So I've imported the photos from Lightroom into Photoshop, and these are just the photos I want to use for these splits, and I imported them by pressing Command E. Also, and by the way, I'm using Lightroom Classic. Okay, so once you've imported your photos into Photoshop, we're gonna go into the crop tool, and then we're gonna change our ratio to 4:5, because 4:5 is Instagram's posting size. And then I'm going to drag it up just till the edge of the photo. And then this edge up as well. Then the next step is we're gonna go into our slice tool, and you can find that one on the left in your little tool section. And then I'm gonna press right click onto our photo and then press divide slice. Then I'm gonna divide horizontally into 3 slices down like that. Press OK. And as you can see, we've created 3 sections. Then the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna press onto our layer, Command T to transform the photo, and we're gonna drag it down. Then next up, I'm gonna head into my other tab where I've imported all the other photos as well from Lightroom. Command C to copy the photo, go back to the tab we were just before, and press Command V to paste the photo. And I'm gonna do the exact same thing with another photo, because we need 3 photos to make this split. Do Command V again and bring it up. And I am sure there are plenty more ways to do this, to create this 3 split, but this is just how I've been doing it and it's working. So I thought I'd just share it with you. But back to Photoshop, because now it's the fun part, because we're gonna play around with the photos and see what composition we like. And as you can see, the photos are sort of overlapping each other, and that's not what we want. So we're gonna get rid of that extra bit of photo we don't want to have in our split. So I'm gonna take my selection tool by pressing M on my keyboard, and then selecting the bit I don't want to have in my split. And then I press delete, like so. And now that extra bit of photo is gone. Then the next thing I'm gonna do is the same actually for the next photo. So I'm making sure I select the layer of the photo, and you can do that by just pressing on layer on the right or pressing command on your keyboard and then pressing onto the photo like that. You see? It's selecting the layer of the photo I'm pressing on. And we're gonna be doing it for the second photo as well. So I'm gonna press on that layer, press M on my keyboard, selecting that bit of photo I don't wanna have in this split, and then pressing delete. Like that. And I think what would work really well for this split is to put the bottom photo into the middle, because she's just having such sort of a different pose. So I'm gonna bring that into the middle, and as you can see, it's just being hidden by the other photo. So I'm gonna make sure to select the photo that's on top of the photo I wanna have in the middle, pressing Command T to transform and bringing it down. Like that. And as you can see, we still have a bit of extra photo on the top here. So I'm gonna do the same thing, press M on my keyboard, selecting that extra bit right here and pressing delete. I feel like it's coming together very nicely. I'm just gonna play around by switching the top photo with the bottom one. Like that. And then getting rid of this extra bit of photo here as well by pressing M again, selecting and deleting. And then Command T to grab this photo again. Like that. Get rid of this extra bit of photo as well. Like so. It's pretty simple, right? If you have any more questions or I've been a bit vague about something, just ask them down here. I'm happy to answer them. But this is how I make my 3 splits. But we're not done yet. Because now we have these like ugly little blue lines, and we don't want that. Because if you're gonna export the photo like this, it's gonna export it in 3 separate photos. And that's not what we want. So I'm gonna go back into the slice tool, press right click again on the photo, and then click delete slice, delete slice, delete slice for all 3 of the photos. And now we have 1 complete photo. Then to export it all, we're gonna go into File, Export, Save for Web, and this is just one way to export a photo. This is how I do it. But yeah, just export it in the way you obviously prefer. And this is our final split. I really love how dynamic it looks. There's just a lot happening in one photo, and she's having different poses for each photo, which all accentuates each other very nicely. Then next up is this little slow slider. I really want to share how I make these, because it's even more simple than the one we just made. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back into the crop tool on the left side of your toolbar. Right there, crop tool. And then we're gonna change our ratio by going into 16:9. But you need to change the 9 to the 10. And then we're gonna press enter, like that. And now, as you can see, it changed the size of the photo. Then next up, we're gonna head back into the slice tool. Press right click again. Then divide slice. Change it from horizontally to vertically. And change the number to 2, because you're gonna divide the photo into 2 parts. Press OK again, like that, and now you're already done. The only thing you need to do still is to export this photo. And the difference is with this photo compared to the 3 split is that we want to split the photo into 2 photos, because in order to make that slow slider, you need 2 different photos. And this is the final product. This is how the Instagram carousel turned out. I'm very happy with it. I cannot wait to start posting it. But yeah, this is just one way to switch it up with your Instagram carousels. So yeah, that is it. I hope you learned something new, and I also hope to see you in my next video. Okay, bye bye. Doei! I really enjoy making those little editing tutorials and like showing how I do things, but it's definitely challenging because normally when you're editing yourself, you're like so in the flow, you're like doing things really fast, but now I'm sharing it with you as well. And I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't be talking that fast because you need to keep up as well. So I hope I made sense. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see your little splits and carousels and things as well. So make sure maybe to tag me and then I can see them. Yeah, that'll be fun. Okay, now I'm gonna go. Bye.